game of the World Cup. Let's go live. We are live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BK Sport. Whoo boy. Well, how is this game going to? How is this game going to do better than the last one? The last game that we just had. Oh boy, Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. With the biggest World Cup shock happening of all time, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina 2-1 in the opening game of that Group C. This obviously is a different group. This is Group D now, and we do have Tunisia going up against Denmark. And obviously Denmark have a lot of high hopes going into this World Cup. I don't necessarily believe as much as other people do, but in the same sense, Argentina had a lot of high hopes, and see how they went. But with that being said, I also had quite high hopes for Argentina. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But overall, look, this is going to be an interesting game here to see if the Danish are, what people do believe they can be. Or if the Tunisians can give it another good go as well. Because Tunisia actually gave a really good go against the English in the 2018 World Cup. They weren't too far away from getting a win. I think it might have been a draw, if I'm not mistaken, between those two teams back there in the 2018 World Cup. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they can muster up another challenge here. Denmark would be on a pretty similar level in regards to the hype. But overall, I do think the Danish should win this game. I really do. But honestly, everyone's confidence will be hit for 6 after that last game of the World Cup that we just watched. But let's get into the two-team lineups here, guys, and then we'll get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. We've also got 2 games to go after this, which is Poland and Mexico, the other 2 teams of the group that we just witnessed. And then also my team, Australia, going up against France, which is going to be this group, and it's also up in the air too. Like, everyone's confidence has been taken a massive hit in this last hour or so. But let's get into the 2-team lineup. So for Denmark today, they're playing a 3-5-2 formation with Kasper Schmeichel as their goalkeeper. The 3 at the back is Joachim Andersen, Simon Kjær, and Andreas Christensen as the 3 at the back. Joachim Mæhle, Thomas Delaney, and Christian Eriksen alongside Rasmus Christensen and Pierre-Emil Højbjerg are the midfield, with Andreas Skov Olsen and Kasper Dolberg up front. So obviously the guy you're looking at there is Eriksen. Pierre-Emil Højbjerg is also a great little player there. Andreas Christensen at the back. We all know how good Kasper Schmeichel is as a goalkeeper. Moving on to the substitutions though, Oliver Christensen and Frederik Ronau are the 2 backup goalkeepers, with Victor Nelson, Matthias Jensen, Martin Braithwaite, Mikael Damsgaard, Christian Norgard, Jens Striger Larsen, Daniel Wass, Jonas Vind, Josef Jureri Poulsen, Andreas Cornelius, Robert Skov, Jesper Lindstrom, and then also Alexander Barr is the last of the substitutions there. So, very solid team. Let's see if they can produce what people believe they can in this World Cup. I don't necessarily believe in them too much, but in the same sense, this is a good starting game for them. On the other hand, you have a 3-4-3 formation for Tunisia today, with Ayman Darman as their goalkeeper. Talbi Montassa, Miraya Yassin, and Dylan Braun are the 3 at the back, with Asa Laidouni, Elias Skiri, Draga Mohammed, and Ali Abdi as the 4 in the midfield, with the 3 up front being Masakni Yusuf, Issam Jabali, and Ben Sliman Anis. And Ben Sliman Anis, I've seen him before, good little player. They've got 3 backup goalkeepers in this squad. 3 backup goalkeepers, which is Ayman Mathlouthi, Ben Said Bashir, and Hassan Mouez. Their substitutes are Ifa Bilal Nada Gandri, Mejbri, Hannibal, Wabi Kazri, who's a good player, Taher Kanesi, Malul Ali, Sassi Fajani, Ben Romdani Ali, Shaleli Gailen, Jaziri Siferin, Wajdi Kesrida, and then Sliti Naim. Yes, I do my best to read out their names there, but overall, I think Denmark should win. I'm gonna go 3-1 Denmark. I'll go 3-1 Denmark. It could even be 2-0. It could actually be 2. You know what? I'll go 2-0 Denmark. I'll go 2-0 Denmark here. I think they'll be too good. I think they've got decent chemistry, and realistically, if they want to be challenging for the top of the group and they want to be challenging to go through into the round of 16, then they have to be comfortably winning this game. And I just think that they should realistically have a pretty comfortable grasp. Also have a really good grasp of the distance, and we found that out in the 2018 World Cup, is that they seem like they're off you, but they can be quite close to you. And I don't necessarily believe they've got a great attack, but the defense, they're quite structured. So Yeah, look, I believe Tunisia will be a bit better than people do give them credit for. But with that being said, if Denmark don't win this game, it will be a really, really big hit to themselves, considering that Australia and France would still have to play the technical easy team of the group. Because Australia is technically classed as the third best team in this group, with Denmark and France being classed pretty heavily above them. And then Australia is actually classed quite above the Tunisians. So, yeah, look, it's an interesting group. Obviously, like I said, after that last World Cup game between Argentina and Saudi Arabia, really anything can happen. That proves it. You know, Saudi Arabia were playing 21-1 or 23-1 or whatever to win that game, and they won it. They beat Argentina's undefeated 36 game in a row streak. Ridiculous. So, yeah, confidence takes a hit, but, geez, I'm a lot more confident in my team now after witnessing that. But let's go have a look at the chat now, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get around it, baby. Dylan Ferguson says, hello, Dylan Ferguson. Hey, last game was crazy. I'm getting hope for Australia now. Absolutely, Jackson. But this is what I'm telling you guys. You know, this is the World Cup. You know, things can change. Everything is crazy. This is the best of the best. Regardless of where you are, the fact of the matter is that you made the World Cup. You still beat other good teams. We beat out, to get to this World Cup, Peru, you know, other teams like Chile, Colombia, Italy, they're not here. You know, Sweden, Ukraine, Russia. Russia's a bit of a different story, but the point of the matter is that they're all not there, and they're all very good teams. So if we're here and they're not, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. So just give your team hope. Back in your team. We'll be here all night, and we'll be here for that game, and I'll be backing in my boys. That's 100% for sure. Jahaha says, confident for the Australian game, Blaze. I'm confident we'll give it a go. Yes, I'm confident we'll give it a go, and I do believe we can win that game, especially with 6 of their best players out. Extra says, rumour has it one team in this pool is the future FIFA World Cup champs. Yes, that is Australia. It's not rumour, it's fact. Dylan Ferguson says, as Australian, I don't see Australia beating France. Why? I don't know anything about soccer, clearly, but I think France has a better squad than us. I say France wins 3-1. You've just said you don't know anything about football, and then you've gone and told me that Australia have no chance, and that France are going to smack us, basically. Okay. So in 2018, we played France. Again, so we're going to go over this many times, but like in 2018, we played France and Denmark in the group. We had France and Denmark in our group in 2018 as well. When we played Denmark, we were the better team in that game. We drew 1-1. The only reason we didn't win was because Daniel Lozani could not hit a barn door. In the other game, so we were a much better team in that Denmark game. The other game against France, it was 1-1 until the 90th minute where Paul Pogba hit a massive, heavily deflected goal to win the game 2-1 in the 90th minute. And that was the year they won the World Cup. They had Pogba. He's not there today. They had Kante. He's not there today. They had Benzema. He's not there today. You know, they had a very good team back then who won the World Cup. This is not the same team. They've got a lot of players out. So give your team hope, man. Back your team in. We are the only country in the entire world that goes into a World Cup thinking, you know what, we can't do shit, we're a shit team. And it infuriates me. Because every single World Cup we turn up, besides one game to Germany when we lost 4-0, every single game we turn up. Every single game. But yet our whole country goes, nah, we're shit, we're not doing shit. It's just like, well, this is why we lose. This is why we lose, and this is why we'll never be successful, because our country never backs us. And then if we win tomorrow, well, today for me, but if we win later on, everyone will be like, oh, no, I believed in us. Bullshit. The whole country doesn't believe in us. There's only a select few that believe in us. There's only a select few who believe in us. And I'm going to keep fighting that good fight. But it's going to be hilarious tomorrow night on stream, or at the end of that game, if we did win, everyone comes out and goes, I gave us hope. Bullshit, you did. That's not having a go at you, Dylan, but it's having a go at a majority of Australians. Knowledge Lurie says, after that Saudi game, I'm starting to believe more in upsets. It happens a lot. Maybe not that big, but happens a lot. Tuffy Spoken says, I don't know why everyone's saying Qatar is that bad. If they can just work on their defense, shooting, decision-making, passing, chemistry, crossing, finishing, they could win it all. It's a good comment. If they can fix everything, they'd not be too bad. You're absolutely right. I don't see Casper conceding 3 to Denmark. I don't see Casper conceding 3-0 Denmark. I can see him conceding, but in the same sense, I think that Denmark, I've gone with 2-0. I've gone 2-0. Not Luke, so I still think Korea beating defending champions Germany in 2018 World Cup is a bigger upset. No way. It's a bigger upset than Saudi versus Argentina. No way. But it's very close because Argentina, because regardless of the curse, no one expected that. No. South Korea beating Germany was big, but it wasn't as big as Saudi Arabia beating Argentina. No way. Feder Brown says, hey, I'm like 20% Danish. Well, technically, if you go down the line long enough, you'll probably find that there's, half a percentage Danish in me. So there you go. Half of 1%. Brunswick says, we ain't going to be fourth for much longer. No, sir. We're going to win, that's for sure. Vobsy says, a nil or draw would be good. 0-0. Yeah, I guess. I guess, but in the same sense, I would also kind of prefer one of these two teams to be on nil, and I would actually kind of prefer that team to be Denmark, because I don't see. I think we beat Tunisia, and I think that France beats Tunisia, so they won't get to the 4 points. I could see a world where Denmark, Australia, and France are all on 4. I could see it. Actually, is that even possible? But I could see majority of teams. Alex Lepper says, what time is Oz vs France? Oz vs France is at 7 a.m. Fiji time, 6 a.m. Muppet time, which is New South Wales time / Melbourne, and then also 5 a.m. Queensland time. That's when we play, yeah. But you want to watch this game too, Alex. You want to watch this game too, because this is the other team in our group. So this is an important game for us to watch here, Australians. James Bryan says, are you going to watch the new Avatar? Yeah, man. But I don't know why that's being brought up, but yeah. Eddie 168 says, Oz vs France is 6 a.m. New South Wales time. And Freddy Brown says, I think Denmark 2-1. X Factor says, Australia vs Uruguay, World Cup final, let's go. No, Uruguay will not be there. Mike cutting out, is it? Stream is pausing every now and then for me right now. Maybe I'll go fix it to see this. Let me see if I can do this. Maybe I know what it is. Maybe I know what it is. Oh, maybe it's because it's hot again. I don't know why this internet keeps getting really hot tonight. Okay, let's try this. Let's put that up there. Guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe while I do this. I'm just trying to fix this for a second here. Make that a little bit cooler. Is it alright for the time being? Barry Wilson said, I have belief for us tomorrow, but I'm also very worried we could about to be battered like we were against Germany in 2010. I think that was a very different team in 2010. Oh, that's possible. No, forget me. 1 second. No. Alright. Hopefully that's alright. Yeah, it's good now. W. Spoken says, yeah, I don't believe that we get anywhere close. That was a very different time back then, 2010. Very, very different time. Skylander, if you want to see my Saudi Arabia thoughts, I did a live short review, man. I did a short review, goes for about a minute. You go check it out. But yeah, no, that was a very different time. And Germany back then were very, very good. Very, very good. They were obviously building up to a World Cup win 4 years later. So, no. Actually, wait a second. Didn't you say if England scored 3 goals or more last night, you were going to donate 50? Did you say that? I just realised. Both these teams are. The internet messing up so badly, though. It's happened before too. As long as it doesn't happen during the Australia game, I don't really care too much. Let's go like that. Hopefully that's okay. Maybe I'm going to move something just in case it does fall. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to fix things. Just trying to fix things at the moment. Maybe that's alright. I think I said if Harry Kane scored 3, I would don't you. Well, you didn't. I think you said if they scored 3 in general. But I don't know. It's all good. It's all good. Can you guys let me know if that's working again now? Your chances are low, but it's possible with a lot of. It is possible, technically speaking. It is possible. Technically speaking. You have an opportunity. It's not great, though. It's not great at all. No, I do not think Saudi Arabia, buddy, dear me. W. Smoke says, I'll just send $50 on the house. Oh, man. Well, at least this has got us all pumped up for the World Cup again now, because if Argentina had won and we just kept going like this, it would have just been like, okay, we're waiting for the quarterfinals and round 16, but it just shows, and this will scare a few teams into, not taking it so easy. You took photos of the best India players. Check your phone if you want. Oh no, that's only of X Factors one. That was only of X Factors one there. So Ericsson getting ready to rock and roll here, baby. My score prediction: I'm going Denmark 2-0. I'm going Denmark 2-0. All right. Hopefully we get another good game. Should scare that nobody from Liverpool in the French team. I hope so. Yeah, Canate. Like, what a wank, man. Like, just what a wank. No, I don't know anything. And then some Australians defend him, and you're just like, you're a wank too. You think Denmark won, Tunisia won. I think that you're going for that because you want that. I think you want that rather than you think that. because that would be a very, very positive and beneficial scoreline for Australia. Very, very beneficial scoreline for Australia. That we would obviously still need to win, though. Jackson, I'm still shook that Argentina lost. My hopes are through the roof with Australia beating France. Man, I was believing it before that even happened. Oh, look at this. So, is it... Yeah, I think Denmark's in the red, aren't they? They're both red. So, well, they're both red countries. So that's why it's funny looking at the fans and they're all wearing the same shit, basically. James Bryant, straight 13 plus. I like it. I've got to be optimistic. I don't even think it's optimistic. I think it's realistic. Brothers, it's definitely not Australian bias here. Definitely not Australian bias here. It seems very Australian bias, though. My brother, Ashton says, hey, Blaze, long time. Good on you, man. Dasmate says, too bad for both these teams that Australia win this group. It's very bad, very much too bad for both these teams, yeah. So, corner here from Ericsson whips it in and cleared away there by Tunisia. Geez, Denmark have started off really, really heavy pace here. Really, really fast pace here. Red is Denmark. White is... Oh, jeez. What a tackle from Tunisia. Woo! Woo! Daddy Don said, thank you very much for the $3 dude donation. Thank you very much, man. Says, what place do you think the Titans will come next year? I think that there is a... Well, firstly, this is not my official prediction. I'll just put that out there. Thank you for your donation. But this is not my official prediction because this is well and truly too early, and we're still in November of 2022. I'm not in NRL mode until January-ish, late January, mid-January at best. But I will say at right now, anywhere between 6th and 11th is where I'd go right this second. Maybe 6th and 11th because there's a lot of teams. There's two teams, Titans and Bulldogs, who are improving next year. A couple of teams regressing. I'll go between 6th and 11th. For the time being, but it's not my official prediction. Davies is spoken with the $50 dues. $50 dues. Thank you very much. It's freezing. Thank you very much, Duffies. Wow-wee. Look at him go. He's absolutely flying. So it's Tunisia. Was that a handball? Jeez, Tunisia having a crack there. Tunisia having a cheeky little crack. Boy, oh boy, could this be a good game here? I want both these teams to suck. But thank you very much, Duffies, for the $50 dude donation. We won't hold it against you that you're a Penrith fan. For now. We might hold it against you later on, though. We may hold it against you later on, though. Nostrudek says, who has the upper hand in crowd? How am I meant to know, man? They're both wearing the same bloody shirt. And... Oh, no, it was off his head. It was off his head. It wasn't off his... wasn't off his arm. Attacker will be Tunisia's highlight of the tournament. Tunisia are not as bad as you guys give them credit for, eh? Like, I think they drew with England in the last World Cup in 2018. For the Aussie game, I'll go 7-0 Australia. Cumpdog, hat-trick, Moy, hat-trick, and Matt Ryan hit the field into the goal. I like that. Absolutely. But there's some good atmosphere right now. The first couple... I think the World Cup's only just starting to really get underway in regards to fans starting to be a bit more confident. But I do get nervous in regards to the confidence that fans start to, have because they don't know necessarily all the laws. But it is quite funny that the English fans got arrested in a restaurant for telling a waitress and singing a song to a waitress that sung... get your face out for the lads. Get your face out, get your face out, get your face out for the lads. Like, that is a madness to be singing in Qatar. Davies has spoken, he joins up as a member again. Look at him go, he's flying, mate. He's absolutely flying, this guy. So is Tunisia right now. They're going to whip it in. He's going to whip it in. Corner, maybe. Corner, maybe. No, corner. Oh, stole the ball back. Tunisia. Oh, good tackle. Good defense. Look at this that's a free kick. No. Wow. But this is actually Tunisia starting off quite well. Eddie wants to say that the whole crowd are all wearing the same colours, can't even tell who are who. Exactly right. Tunisia is Africa? No, or is that like near... That's Eastern Europe, is Tunisia? Tunisia is is like near, I don't know. 8168, what was the highest ever donation? I think it was about 600 in the NRL this year. Or one of X Factors. I think it was about 600 from a bet someone won. Or it was one of the ones that the bet didn't win, but they thought it won. North Africa. Okay, so yeah, I was right the first time. Oh, good ball for Tunisia. Good ball from Abdi. Oh, Tunisia. No. Why is Batman on the field? What are you talking about? Why is Batman on the field? What are you talking about? So what, is it near Libya, is it? It's because I know Libya is like the really, really solid, just massive buddy boom in the middle of Northern Africa. Is Tunisia very close to it? Jack says, Tunisia is starting off solid. They keep this up, they got a chance. Yeah. David Slogan says, Blaze, you're going to post my dono on Instagram. What? Wait, what? There's a guy playing with a mask that makes him look like Batman. Oh, that happens quite a lot in football. 8168 says, damn, I just converted that much to USD to invest in shares. You may invest in BKR Sport. Get around it. Get around it. Yeah, Denmark are very, very strategic. They've got a lot of chemistry about them, but they just need to kind of calm it down a little bit right now because Tunisia have been the better in this first 10 minutes. And again, their defense looks pretty good here today, Tunisia. This number 14, Laduni, he looks pretty good. Grammy says carbon fiber and everything. And everything. Unbelievable. Oh man, once this World Cup is over, I am going to have the sleep of my life. I reckon I'm going to go into hibernation until the end of January. I reckon from the 20th of December until the NRL starts, I will go into hibernation. Because it's now been a month and a bit. We're only halfway through. If I was playing, it'd be 50-0 already. Yeah, the opposition team. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got there before you. I got there before you said it. Got there before you said it. But that's going to be a free kick here too, Tunisia. Don't forget the EPL after some short break, thanks. Maybe, get after New Year's. After New Year's. But if you're an Arsenal fan, you probably don't want me to stream it because we all know that Man City are going to fly home and win it again. Same kind of looks like Bank West in a way. You mean Combank? I'm not too sure. I haven't really seen it too much. Wait, you're talking about the one behind me? I would say a mixture of Combank and Amy. Mixture of Combank and Amy in a way. No chance of streaming Boxing Day. Absolutely no chance there, 25. No chance. Not a chance in hell. Yeah, kind of. Like, I guess the seating is similar. Is similar to Combank, but with that being said, it's not. This is Man U. Man U? You're a Man U fan. I'm so sorry. You guys are a shambles. Man U are a shambles. Deary me. Man U. Good luck to me showing their games. Doesn't see a little bit of the Cowboy Stadium. Really? A bit of the Cowboy Stadium? Oh, kind of. Not really. I think you're drunk. I would say Tunisia's been the best team in the first 10 minutes here. Someone help this. Exactly right, there, 25. Man, someone help this man. Someone help him now. He needs some serious psychiatric help. Sport Man United. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Grammy says Denmark looking overrated this far. It's like I've been saying this for like a long time. 10 minutes gone, you guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I don't think Denmark is as good as everyone made them out to be. I've been saying this since before the World Cup. Like right now, if Tunisia keep playing like this, oh man, if they had actually kicked that ball down, they could have actually had a big opportunity. Throw in for Tunisia. Here for us, hello. Hello, sir. I reckon that Argentina Saudi Arabia game will get people who aren't really into football into the World Cup. Because they'll be like, well, that's crazy. So a lot of people who weren't watching will now start watching. Come on, Tunisia. I don't really care who wins this, to be fair. Yeah, Aussies do need to humble France. Their players are all pieces of shit. Like, you know, you're coming out and just publicly insulting Australia just frequently. It's just like, come on, man. You're playing a team that's paying like 250, 300 to 1 to win while you're the current champions. You just like, settle down, mate. Ed Ferguson, I'm just going to support all the underdogs in tonight's matches. Oh, have a crack. Have a crack. Who's the underdogs? Poland, Mexico? Oh my God, that was nearly a goal. That was nearly a great goal there for Tunisia. Oh my God. It was a massive deflection, and it's going to be a corner, but oh, bro, that was about this far from going in for a top left bins. Ooh, that was very close to a goal for Tunisia. That was spicy. That was very spicy. That was very, very spicy. Yeah, we need to humble that Kanate prick. Kanate's not as bad as Mbappe. Mbappe is a piece of shit in regards to the way that he acts. That's the only reason that he gets held back from being one of the best players in the world right now, is because he's just so selfish. $13 on Australia, plus if they're leading at halftime, bet pays out. Ooh, that's nice. Corner, that'll be... Oh, no, that'll be a goal kick. That'll be a goal kick. Very positive start here for Tunisia, though. Way better than Denmark to start off with. As long as Australia score a goal, I'm happy. If Australia win, I'm happy. If Australia score a goal, I'm happy. If Australia turns up, I'm happy. Stage 25, a Frenchman being selfish, that's unheard of. Mate, Mbappe is the worst for it. You know, Kanate, like, what a wank. Like, what a wanker. Like, why are you coming out and saying that you don't know any of the Australian team? Like, you don't need to, even if you don't know them, why are you publicly coming out and saying that, you dickhead? The team players in Mbappe's vocabulary, not at all, because he has Neymar and Messi on his team at Paris Saint-Germain, and he doesn't pass them the ball for an easy goal, and then misses the goal, because he's an idiot. Very gifted player. Very, very gifted player. But just so selfish. But he will never change. Mbappe will never change, man. When you're that good, you don't need to. But in the same sense, like, the difference between him being recognised as one of the greats of all time is how selfish he is. Actually, how old is Mbappe? Mbappe age 23. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Ashton now says, I honestly think Australia can win 2-1. It goes to show anything is possible like last game. I'm going 2-0. I'm going 2-0. Jason, I don't know much about Denmark, but I see a lot of people are predicting them top of the group. Denmark kind of seem overrated. I've been saying this for bloody weeks, man. Shit, man. I've been saying this for so long, and everyone's like, no, Denmark are going to be bloody really good, man. I'm like, Denmark are okay, but they're not winning the World Cup, which is what people were saying. Like, just because they had one decent World Cup in 2018 and a decent Euros, where they still lost in semis, but, like, I don't think they beat anyone like Brazil. Like, we saw the last game Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia, which means anything's possible in football, and we all know that, but overall, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy that people are saying Denmark to win the World Cup. Z25 says, I don't know any France international players in any other sports. So Sakwan Kante. Well, he's not playing. N'Golo Kante, not playing. $130 redo donation if Australia win. All right. We're not going to say no. I'm not going to say no to that. I don't think the money in soccer was the same in Australia would be better. It's because we're very diversified in regards to how many sports we're good at. So it's a $330. I'm not going to say no to a $330. That's a corner. Wow, that's not a corner. That's actually a goal kick. Good defense, Tunisia. Good defense. That's very good. Yeah, very committed. Very on task. Be unreal if they could win this game. It would be 2 shock results in a row. Can you imagine tonight's the night of upsets? I don't know who's the upset for that Poland-Mexico game, though. I would say maybe Mexico is the underdog. Maybe. John Ferguson says, I just want to apologise to everyone about what I said about Australia before. I know we're probably off that topic, and I don't know why I said what I said, so I just want to apologise. Bro, you don't need to apologise for that. You don't need to apologise for thinking Australia can't win. There's a reason why the French are still favourites, but it's not you that I was having a go at in regards to, well, kind of, but like it's not you. It's the ideology that no matter what happens regarding football in this country, we are always shat on by our own country and the people who say, like after this game today, if we win, everyone will say, I believed in us. And I'm going to tell you right now, 190% of people did not believe in us. I'll say 99% of people did not. There was 1% of us who were like, you know what? I actually give us a chance. Because there's 1% of us who actually watch football. And again, not insulting you, it's just the ideology that is behind Australia's shithouse in football. And we're not the greatest, but in the same sense, we always turn up in any sport. We're always competitive in any sport. One game, Germany 4-0 lost back in 2010, the only game. And yeah, even in that World Cup, we were still quite decent. The only reason we didn't go to the round of 16 was because of that 4-0. We actually tied with Ghana. We drew Ghana and then beat Serbia, but because of that 4-0 loss, and because Germany, I think, ended up drawing, we needed Germany to beat Ghana, and they drew with Ghana, which was really annoying. It says, dude, I like the $13 odds. Tempting, but I'll just stick to the $100 bet. $13 odds is very good. Tunisia want it more. They do. Well, Denmark this is what I knew they were going to be like. They're okay. I knew they were going to be like this. They were not going to be fantastic. They were always going to be okay. Eddie wants to say, going to only have 4 hours of sleep today to watch a show Humble the French. Welcome to my life, Eddie. Welcome to my life, sir. I had 3 hours sleep yesterday, and that was probably the most sleep I've had in a month. And it's going to be hard because I have to sleep during the day at the moment, so my body clock is so far off it. Tunisia here, pressuring quite nice. Yeah, I think Dasman's probably going to pass on that one. Like, he is a Dogs fan, and it was a decent enough question, but in the same sense, interesting. I just don't understand where people got this thought process behind Denmark. I really don't. I never saw it. I never saw Denmark being that team. They're not that guy, man. You're not that guy. Like, what do they have up front? Like, you're telling me that they're going to compete with... Like, Germany are underrated, man. People talking about Denmark and sleeping on Germany, which is crazy. Oh, look at that from Abdi. Mwah! Jibali. Oh! Jibali. But you watch. Look at all 3 underdogs win tonight, and then we get to the Australia game and we lose 4-0. I honestly think that we're going to see a red card in the Australia game. Jackson, people are taking Denmark to the next level. I saw someone predicted Denmark winning the World Cup 3-1 against Brazil. People talking Denmark to win the World Cup is crazy. I can understand them saying that they potentially could top the group. I can see a world where it happens. Not from what I'm seeing in this game so far, but before the World Cup, and still, I could see a world happens. But just crazy. Crazy people saying World Cup win. Oh! I thought it was going to be an own goal for a second. Then it'll be a corner, though. Corner to Denmark. This is going to be a 1-1 draw. I still think Denmark win. I did say 2-0. I could see a Denmark 2-0 win still. 20 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Christian Eriksen. Wouldn't mind a McLaren and Mbappe biff. McLaren would slap that man silly. Mbappe would get slapped. And, oh, jeez, good header there from Denmark, but it will be cleared away there by Tunisia. Oh, that was a lovely play from Eriksen. Is it possible for us to beat France? Nah. Rod wave, bro. Come on, man. Like, we've been talking about it for the last week, and you're asking me this the one simple question. The one simple question that we've answered about a billion times in the last 10 minutes, let alone the last 3 days, let alone the last week. No, mate. We can't beat France. There's no chance. 100% no way. No way. No chance. Not a chance in hell. Not a chance. So, 21 minutes to go on. Free kick to Denmark. The French, the World Cup curse, they can't. World Cup curse, it's happening, man. It's happening. You got to feel it. You got to just vibe it. Get that vibe going. World Cup curse, Tunisia makes it instead. Oh, good ball in from Eriksen, but it will go out for a goal kick. No, I think maybe a corner. Yeah, it is a corner. McLaren hat-trick. Mate, I'll take a goal. I'll take a goal. From anyone. From literally anyone. Even if it's Bazza from down the bottle. I don't care. Yeah, he headed away. No, he heads it back inside. No, they cleared it away nice. France can't stop the World Cup curse. There's no stopping it. Australia will top the group and Denmark second. Australia first, Tunisia second at this point. Oh! That's a good save. That's a good save. Tunisia going to shock the world. They're going to shock the world and come second while Australia comes first. Absolutely. Could you imagine can you imagine the scenes if Denmark and France got knocked out? Jake Wellens, do you think Australia will at least finish third in the group and get to go to the Europa League? Thank you, Jake, for that really fantastic comment. He's definitely offside here. He's definitely offside. It's a goal, but he'll be offside. It's a goal, but he'll be offside. Yeah. Tunisia score a goal. Hey, look, Argentina's back. Argentina's back. We saw... Whoa, bro. Just stay in your half at that point. All you had to do is stay in your half at that point, man. You can't be offside in your half, and he just gets that wrong by about a metre. Hello. Oh, yeah. 3:24 in Zakynthos, Greece. Well, we'll be seeing you all the way through until probably 10 o'clock your time, because we've still got 7.5 hours before we can go to sleep. Oh, bro. 7.5 hours before we go to sleep. Should I sleep through Poland, Mexico, maybe? Argentina were allergic to onside last game. They had 8 or 9 offsides that game. 87th offside we've seen tonight, mate. That was the 87th offside we've seen all tournament. But they were all in the last 2 games. Oh, that's a free kick, surely. Yep. Is anyone actually going to stay out for Poland, Mexico? If no one is, I might just sleep through Poland, Mexico and give myself at least some rest, because we do have the Paul Gallen fight tonight as well, which is a big stream. We've got Australia versus France, then we will have to sleep. We've got Gal taking on that Cat Hodges, and then we've got, what's the games tomorrow again? Kickoff time for Australia is at 7 a.m. Fiji, 6 a.m. Sydney, 5 a.m. Queensland. You're going to perish. I don't know what that means. Morocco, Croatia. We'll miss that tonight. We'll do the Gal fight instead of that. Germany, Japan. I can't wait for. Spain, Costa Rica, and Belgium, Canada. Germany, Japan can't wait. Yeah, I look forward to Germany, Japan. I think Germany win, but in the same sense, Japan are not a sleeping, like a slouch team. Gal Hodges fights tonight, Greg. Tonight. Since when it comes that Shimaev wear 14 for Tunisia? Mate, Shimaev is a man of many talents. He's a man of many talents, but Abdi throws his ball inside the box. Cleared out here for Tunisia. I honestly think they can win this game. And that's a terrible, terrible pass there. Yeah, Tunisia have dominated this first 25. 12 o'clock Muppet time. What do you mean 12 o'clock Muppet time? Well, it's not 12 o'clock now. Mexico, Poland sounds like a good time to sleep. Yeah, I might skip that little bad boy. And so that I'm fresh and ready to rock and roll for Australia. But you do take the risk of sleeping through, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do take, if you go to sleep, you do take that risk of not waking up. Japan are always fun to watch. That knockout game against Belgium was really exciting. Japan is a fun team to watch. They always have been. They're our biggest rivals, though. Australia's biggest rivals are Japan. I think I lost my dislike for Saudi Arabia after that last game. I really don't. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can forgive them for the way they treated us during that game. But in the same sense, like, I think I lost my hate for them. Because I started going for them for the last 20 minutes. I love the Vuvuzela sound. I'll wake. Oh, jeez, that should have been a goal. What was this you said tonight? Yeah, it's 1:28 a.m. for me. So tonight is, you know, what, 7:30 p.m. later. I'm just going to start through it. I've had no sleep in the past few days and don't want to sleep through my alarms. Welcome to the party, son. Welcome to my life. I don't know if I could forgive myself if I slept through France, Australia, and we ended up winning. Who do you think started strike for Australia? McLaren. Yes, like the dog fans. They're fans for dogs in that game. They were. Jeez, that is so... well, I know, he was clearly offside. I don't even know. His entire everything was offside. That's the reason why I don't want to sleep in case I don't wake up for the Oz game. France opened at $1.20 out to $1.36 to win the game in the veteran overall. That's because they've got a lot of injuries. They have got a lot of injuries. A lot. I might just make a coffee and stream Poland, Mexico. Robert says, Gal should a hump poncho like Izzy did to Costa that time. Gal humped him last time. I think Gal and Hodges actually are secretly in love with each other. I think they're secretly in love with each other, mate. But I don't think it'll work out because Hodjo is just such a flog. He really is. Geez, to be fair, 6 hours sleep at least is a good amount. It is actually still quite a while before that next game. As in before the Australia game. If I don't stream that Poland-Mexico game, this game right now will go through to another 15 minutes or so. No, sorry, at a time there'll be another 40 minutes added on after this for the first half. 15, so that'll be 1:45, 10, about 3 a.m. this game will finish, roughly. 3 a.m., 3:10. That's still about 4 hours worth of sleep, or 3.5 hours worth of sleep. That's pretty good. This game seems pretty much like... This honestly could be a 0-0 waiting to happen. This could be a 0-0 this game. This could be the 0-0 waiting to happen here. 30 minutes gone. Thumbs up, subscribe. Just do it, mate. Just do it. I'm going to flip a coin if I stream the next game. If I can see where my wallet is. And I can't. Maybe I can flip a GoPro. Because I have a feeling this game is going to be a 0-0. I'm still here. Oh, found it. He's found it. Don't worry. Don't stress. No stress here. There is no stress involved. 10 cents Australian. Yeah. Make it fun. Flip the table. Mate, we may as well. I will flip the table if Australia win. I'm telling you, we're going to get crazy if Australia win. Heads I stream... tails I stream it. Heads I don't. We'll do a best of 3. Oh, chance of Denmark. No, good defense. And first one is tails. That means I stream it. Heads is you do. Tails is you don't. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So it's... Okay, so tails is I don't. Well, guess what? Oh, shit. That's 1. It's first of 3. Oh, that didn't flip. And that flip, bang. That's tails. So it's a 2-0 lead right now. Ericsson here with the corner, by the way. It's a 2-0 lead. And Ericsson, nice ball in. That's a nice ball, but they're going to clear that away, you'd assume. French Austrians better get up. Well, no shit, Sherlock. It's going to be crazy. Because we're going to win. We're going to win. And then we're going to win the World Cup. And everyone's going to be like, well, shit. They're too good at every sport. Imagine winning 2 World Cups in 1 year. That would be just ridiculous. Winning the Rugby League World Cup and then the FIFA World Cup in the same year. Could you imagine if we did well in the T20 World Cup at our own home, win that, win the Rugby League World Cup, and then also win the FIFA World Cup? That would be the... Oh, jeez, look at this. Tunisia, that's beautiful play. Beautiful play. That's onside. That's onside. Tunisia. Close to a pen, man. It's fine, but it was very close to a pen. All right, what are we going to do? Flippity, 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 flip. It is tails, and that means I don't do it. That was pretty quick. 3-0. Just like when Australia beats France 3-0. You like that? Because I do. Rugby League World Cup, FIFA World Cup, the next year the Union World Cup. You're absolutely spot on, mate. You're absolutely spot on. When's the Asian Cup? Where's the Asia Trophy? I think that's next year, is it? How do these sport bets work anyway? What do you mean sport bet work? Are they playing in the shipping container stadium? I think that's the next one, isn't it? I think Australia... No, I think this one. I think you might be right. I think this is the shipping container stadium, yeah. Denmark playing well now. Are they? I don't really think they've done much at all. Asia Cup is next year, and somehow Qatar won it 2019. Yeah, it's because they bought it. Where is the Asian Cup next year? I'll stream it. And they whack it away. Denmark with the ball outside the edge of the box. Normality has resumed a little bit. Oh my god, it was a good save. It was a good shot too. Where is the Asian Cup next year? Because we've won more continental trophies than England have. You like that? Shouldn't they build like 5 stadiums? They'll sit most of the empty altitudes probably. Don't talk to anyone about how the Brazil stadiums have ended up, and don't talk to people about how the Greek Olympic stadiums have ended up. A lot of debt for no reason. Especially Brazil, who ended up losing 7-1 when they went into massive debt for that World Cup. But they built 7 stadiums. I think it was 7. Every stadium was built brand new because they had to make it air conditioning stadiums. But you got to remember, man, this country has too much money. Like they're oil rigged up. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, everyone. All the Middle East is just very, very wealthy. So they don't give a shit, bro. They're not in debt like the likes of Greece and Brazil. Dasmate says, won the Rugby League World Cup, should have won the T20 World Cup, winning the Union, FIFA, FIBA, lawn bowls. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Google says Qatar. No, I mean, where is the Asia Cup next year? It could be in Qatar. Surely not, though. Oh, Qatar is hosting the next Asian Cup. Well, I won't be going to it, that's for sure. I guess at least you get some extra usage out of the stadiums. We've qualified for the Asian Cup trophy, yeah? Oh, good save. We've already qualified, right? like for people who don't know, the teams who are at the Qatar who will be at Asia Cup will be Australia, Japan, South Korea. I think New Zealand will be there. Jordan, Iraq. Actually, no, it won't be New Zealand because they're in Oceania. Chancey for Tunisia. Oh, good defense. Australia, Japan, South Korea. I think Indonesia are there. Jordan, Iraq, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Syria, North Korea. Not joking. QATAR, if you're American. Who else? China will be there. India there. India qualified. God help them. God help them going up against teams like us and teams like Japan. Asia Cup 2023. Yes, we've qualified according to Google. Chance here. Who do you think has the better team, Japan or Korea? Japan. Especially with Sun out for Korea, but Japan. Japan are a good team. They're an underrated team. Took Belgium all the way in the last World Cup. I want to see like the groups of the Asia Cup 2023. Asia Cup 2023 groups. Tunisia's defense has been pretty solid. I did tell you their defense is good though. I just said their attack isn't that great. AFC Asian Cup. Okay, here we go. Kuala Lumpur. China. Group started for AFC Asian Cup China 2023. Is it 2023? It's China. It's not in Qatar. If you're Australian, you go to that. You're an idiot. Asian Cup qualifies. Oh, that's in China. Wait, I don't know. Final round. I don't know what's happening here. Palestine, Philippines, Yemen, Mongolia, Jordan, Kuwait, Indonesia, Nepal. Are you sure it's in Qatar? Because this is talking about like China 2023. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. We're all over the shop, lads. We're all over the shop. So it's going to be a corner here for Tunisia. Corner. It is a corner. I'm so much happier that I have this microphone where I can move it around. Even though it can scare the shit out of you with how close I can take it. Doesn't matter, mate. You've always got to be on your toes in this channel. Oh, inside. Whack it. Oh, I thought that was in. Did the commentary just say my dually? Sounds better too. What? It sounds better than like. So this is the same. This is the same microphone I've had since maybe round 25 of the NRL season, on round 24. But I would always have it like this far away from my mouth, like down here, like down there. So is there a clear difference between that there and that right here? But this is just super loud though as well. Because everyone says Google. I am Googling it, champion. It says it will be held in Qatar. I told you, mate. I told you. You kept telling me something about China. And I said, no, it's definitely Qatar. 4 nations have submitted bids. Australia, Indonesia, Qatar, and South Korea. Qatar won the bid and will host the tournament. I said, told you, Xavier. I told you, son. You got to listen to me more. Yeah, the mic from the mic fund. It is the mic from the mic fund, mate. It is the microphone from the microphone fund. What should be our next fund? What should be our next fund? New t-shirt that says, I hate Wayne Rooney fund. I like that. That's a good fund. That's a very good fund, actually. I would love that shirt because I do hate Wayne Rooney. Or good ball for Denmark. China will go in to host it. Okay, there you go. I don't know. It's a great shirt. Well, I am going, Xavier. I am going to the France World Cup, bro. Do you not know that? Mate, I'm not going, mate. Have you seen this? I got some moustache. Sleep stream fun. You're an idiot. I got some moustache, man. I am French. I will be at the France World Cup next year. Oui. Vous, I don't know. Au revoir. C'est choix. This is singing, man. I'm a French man. Denmark here inside the box. Oh, how have they not scored that? 22 solid days you've been growing that bad boy. No, oh, that's a pen. It's close to a pen. They're not going to give it. But he definitely was shoved over there. He definitely is shoved over. 22 solid days. I'm telling you right now, I will be shaving it as soon as the month's over. It's not my kind of deal. It's not a pen, but he definitely did get shoved over. Maybe I could still do a France 2023 fun, but in the same sense, we don't have a great deal of rugby union. Joe says, bro, you're watching the Mbappe show tomorrow? Well, that's actually today, so you've already made a muppet of yourself, and that's actually in about 6 hours' time. I watch every single game here on the channel, so yes, I will be watching the selfish piece of shit show tomorrow. 41 minutes gone, guys. That thumbs up button and subscribe. Do you reckon Mbappe will pass the ball one time tomorrow, or do you reckon maybe... I reckon if we're going to go over-under, I'd say over 1.5 passes. It's a tough one, man. I don't know what would win. Will he pass the ball more than 1.5 times? It's a crazy question. A really hard question to answer. We'll just wait and find out. It's 10 p.m. here in Perth. It's tomorrow. No, unfortunately, we live on real time because obviously Perth is not. Oh! Holy shit! Schmeichel's just saved. That should have been a goal, Tunisia. Oh my god. Sorry, I was trying to insult Jobo in Western Australia because I always insult Jay Hayes in Western Australia, but he would have been maybe offside. But oh, that's a great save. Ah, Jobo doesn't even know what time it is, Jay. Unbelievable. 9:43 p.m. over there in bloody China. It's 9:43 p.m. in Western China. Bloody dear me. Greg Martin said, well, that would be Eastern China, wouldn't it? I don't know. Or Southeastern China. Oh, Tunisia over the top. 1.5 is a lot of passes from Mbappe. Is very much so. Absolutely. A lot of passes. Batman had a big shot, but it goes well and truly over the bar. Schmeichel is an aesthetic name. Sounds good. Mate, his father was pretty good, and he's pretty good. Oh, jeez. How was he saved that? I do think he probably goes back for an offside there. VAR would have called it. Wouldn't have been the side. It wouldn't have been the sideline referee. But it would have been VAR that came back and said that his shoulder was offside. I'm telling you, Tunisia have been the better team in this game though so far, though. By a clear amount as well. It's been an okay game, but it's been a very typical just like World Cup game where it's very cagey. Jake Henderson says, what's up? New supporter from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Get around Wisconsin. I've got a good friend of mine who lives in Wisconsin. Milwaukee. I look forward to actually traveling to Milwaukee one day. I didn't get to go to Milwaukee when I was in Chicago for 3 months. But I've got a good friend of mine. She lives... I don't know what place she lives in Wisconsin, but she lives near Milwaukee. That place is colder than cold itself. That place is colder than what is officially classed as too cold. What is Denmark doing? They've just kicked the ball out. I don't know why. Alright, so throw in here from the right-hand side. For Tunisia. Better not be Brewers fan, Jacob. No one likes Brewers fans, Greg. Now that's a big problem. Greg. No one likes Brewers fans. Because we all know how they sound. Brewers fans, not great. I don't really have too much of a dislike towards Bucks or anything like that. As long as he's not a Brewers or a Cardinals fan. Reds fans are kind of annoying too, but Pirates will be annoying one day. Milwaukee, no one knows where that is on a map. It's actually quite funny because no one does know where that is on a map, but they all pretend that they're Bucks fans. Happens all the time. And then they go, no, I've been following Milwaukee since Giannis Antetokounmpo came in. You're just like, you don't even know, man. Shut up. So 25 gone to bed. You better go to bed, mate. Expected it. 45 minutes gone here. There's 4 minutes of additional time down the bottom left-hand corner, but there's 3 minutes on the top left-hand corner. I don't know which one to listen to, but that's actually the shortest amount of added time we've had all World Cup so far. Half-time and full-time. Half-time and 90 minutes. That's the shortest amount of extra added time that we've had. All right, Ken, Denmark's good just before half-time here. Nice passing. Oh, the ball goes a little bit just behind him. Can't believe it. Yeah, I'm feeling 0-0. I'm feeling this has 0-0 written all over it. Written all over it. Is the ref sick? I think he is. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. There should have at least been 34 minutes of added time here. There should have been at least 34 minutes of additional time this first half. It's actually a bit unbelievable. I think it's actually quite outrageous. Oh, commentary said, I don't think we've seen the best of Denmark in the first half. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Jacob says, I was born in Toledo, Ohio, and lived there until I was 20. I've been living in Milwaukee for the last 5 years. Go the Ohio Buckeyes. Dad's mate's from Akron. He's from Akron, Ohio. And that will go over for a throw-in. So I'm a Guardians fan, not a Brewers fan. Well, thank God. Oh, that's a free kick. That'll be a free kick here, Denmark, I reckon. Yeah, it will be. All right, it's a good position. Ohio is another place where no one knows where it is. Oh, Michael. Michael loves watching my streams. It's funny. It's like, this guy obviously probably has been watching my streams for years and thinks that maybe one day he'll react to my hate comment and it will really get at him. Michael, one day it'll work, brother. You just keep fighting that good fight, bro. You'll get me. You'll get me good one day. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not in the next few years or so. But one day you'll get me, bro. Kid from Akron, strive for greatness. All right, Ericsson here. Free kick here for Ericsson. And oh, jeez, that should have been a goal, but it does go over the top of the bar. That is great defensive work there from Tunisia. Jeez, well, you're a Guardians fan, I'm a Cubs fan. You may not like my team too much. All right, see you later, Eddie. And they whip this ball in. This probably should be the last play of the first half, I would assume. Michael sounds like a huge fan. I think Michael's a pretty huge fan. Rodway says, you say Perth's far away. Really, you guys are farther away from the rest of the world than us because Oz is literally on the ass of the world. That's potentially one of the dumbest comments I've ever received in my life. But you tried, Rodway. You tried. You're closer to Africa and China Cool. Good. And that's going to be the end of the first half there, guys. 0-0 is the score. No one has been able to put it away just yet. I'd say that Tunisia was definitely the better team that first half. I did say that, look, I went with Denmark 2-0. I thought that it was going to be a tough one for them, and right now they're finding it superbly tough. I don't know. I don't know if they can win. I don't know if anyone wins. I think it could just finish off as a 0-0. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one does go. Obviously, Tunisia, they were the better team, but I don't know if they have the scoring ability, whilst Denmark, do they really have the scoring ability? Look at their attack as well. I don't know. It's a tough game to read, this one. But obviously, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. The next game is Poland, Mexico. We'll see if I'll stream it. I might try and get a couple of hours snooze-a-roo win before the France-Australia game. But we'll see how we go. But we're closer to the greatest country ever, Rod Wave, Antarctica. Incorrect. It's incorrect. Tasmania's closer. They're on the east coast. Boom. Actually, I don't know the answer to that. I actually don't know if you... Oh, wait, you're saying we're closer. Oh, Greg's on our side. Well, you know what? Take that, Rod Wave. But like, what do you mean? Like, you're closer to all the countries that hate us. So, congratulations, Rod Wave. You are closer to all the countries that hate Australia. I would say we're definitely closer to America. How about that? But you are closer to Madagascar. Well done. You are, to be fair, like you are closer to Madagascar, which is a very superbly proud moment. It's a very superbly proud moment for you guys. You know, those animals are pretty cool, man. Those animals are pretty cool. You know, good on you. Good on you, mate. Let me just move this here so I can have a drink. It is 2 a.m. here, which should be around midday. Anyone who does... hold on, I'm going to drink first, then I'm going to ask this question. Anyone who does night shift work, do you ever feel normal going to bed at like 7 a.m. and waking up at 4 p.m? Like, is there ever a point where it actually becomes normalized and where you aren't tired? Because I swear I've done it for a month now, and you just still always feel like tired, even in the middle of the night when it should be your midday. China was announced as the winning bid on 4th June 2019 on the eve of the 69th FIFA Congress in Paris, France. 4 nations submitted bids: Australia, Indonesia, Qatar, and South Korea. Well, we were never going to get it. Australia was never going to get it because we had it like 10 years ago. We had it not too long ago. I probably should put that on charge. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to go get this internet. I nearly forgot all about it. Put it there. Oh. Beautiful. I didn't want my internet to die. It's possible. Very possible. Okay. But I want to see what the groups are like. I want to see what the groups are looking like, man. Teams. All right, so qualified teams. Qatar, Japan, Syria, South Korea, Australia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Oman, China, Iraq, Vietnam, Lebanon, okay, Palestine, Uzbekistan, Thailand, India, Hong Kong, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Bahrain, Malaysia, Jordan, and Indonesia. Oh boy. Okay, so the pot. When's the pots being drawn? Okay, yeah, okay, but possible knockout stage. Oh, true. Teams can get through in that possible stage as well. When is it being drawn? When is it being drawn? It doesn't say. A final arrangement. I'm going to Google this. When is AFC Championship 2020? When is AFC Asian Cup 2023 draw? Here we go. Kuala Lumpur, the Thrilling Road, February 24th. Oh, February 24th of next year. Why so late? All the teams have qualified already. I don't understand why it'd be so late, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Give me 1 sec. this little bad boy here. I really want to start streaming NBA games again. I really do. I just need to figure out time. Time is so hard, especially with the time zone that we're on right now. Like with what I'm doing right now. I think, if anything, let's move that down like that. I wonder if do we have any Tunisian fans watching right now? I didn't actually expect us to have 15 people watching this game. Boom. I'm from Sydney, though. What do you mean? Well, you're from Sydney. You're from Sydney, but then why are you defending bloody? Oh, I just realised my chat's frozen. I was wondering why I couldn't actually see anyone's comments. If you're from Sydney, why are you defending Perth? Gary B said, I've done shift work for 30 years, and you find you just sleep when you can, but you never get into a sleep routine. Okay, yeah, well, I can feel that. I know exactly what you're saying. Sorry, I would have seen your comment ages ago, but the stream's not, live stream's not seeing any comments at the moment. That makes sense, yeah, because I just don't seem like you don't really get onto an actual schedule per se. Like, you just sleep when you need to, and then wake up when you need to. Oh, now it's going through. Yeah, cool. Now it starts to go through. Please let Channel 9 know, Rod Wave. Yeah, I think that he should let Channel 9 know, actually. I think he should. Greg Barnes, smack that like button, everyone. You may as well. You may as well, as we wait here for this second half to get underway. You may as well. Hopefully we can change that Australia from where they are now to top of the... If this is a draw, it'd be perfect, because when Australia wins by 7 goals to 0 over France later on today... Australia will obviously go to the top of the group, and it'll be fantastic. It'll be fantastic, because then we play Tunisia at 10 p.m. Fiji time, 9 p.m. Sydney time, 8 p.m. Queensland time on Saturday, which is a fantastic time. Jeez, I can't believe you missed that. That big deflection nearly went top right-hand corner of the net. That would have been unreal. Top left-hand corner of the net, sorry. Very close. I think if anyone, I'm going to say Mexico. No, I am going to go Poland win. Can someone tell me, is Poland the underdogs or is Mexico the underdogs in that game? They're very similar teams. Greg Martin says you have a lot of faith in France, losing only by 7. Yeah, well, look, I've got to believe in them. You know, I've got to believe in them to at least make the game okay. You know, they've just got to make it okay. That's all we want. We don't want to see Australia absolutely wallop them 20-0 or like 32-0 like we did against American Samoa. But it's possible. It's possible. It's very possible that we do that. And it's all part and parcel. It's how the cookie crumbles. If we have to beat them by 30, we have to beat them by 30. If we have to beat them by 10, we'll have to beat them by 10. If we have to beat them by 100, we'll have to beat them by 100. You know? Australia, we won by, 94 odd points in 84-0 in the Rugby League World Cup. We're just smart to do it again here in the FIFA World Cup. I only keep hearing that Mexico is not as strong as they normally are, so maybe they are the underdogs. Yeah, I don't know. I do like Irving Lozano, who is their man up front. Actually, let's go have a look at their team list. Irving Lozano up front for them is quite decent. But overall, maybe they're not as good as they have been. Stats table. Oh, sorry, we can't look at their team list yet. Team list won't come out for probably another hour. A 100-point win would be pretty sexy. It'd be alright, you know? It'd be alright. Let's go have a look and see if there's a predicted lineup. Mexico... Mexico versus Poland prediction. Maybe it'll come up with a predicted lineup here. Prediction... No, give me the predicted lineup. You Muppets. Predicted lineup. I reckon there'll be quite a few people here for that Australia game. I reckon we'll probably have quite a big stream for that. Oh, no, there's the lineups there. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm a Muppet, man. Shit. I'm surprised and worried for Australia how well Tunisia are playing. It's 1 a.m. in Sydney. Yeah, look, I think that Tunisia are showing some resolve, but with that being said, they're not showing that they have that strike power in front of goal. Hopefully Australia can prove we have strike power in front of goal. But defensively, they look like a tough team to break down, that's for sure. Mexico starting 11, Ochoa in goal, Sanchez, Arroyo, Montes, and Gallardo. In the midfield of Guardado, Alvarez, and Gutierrez. And then Vega, Jimenez, and Lozano up front. I do like having Lozano up front. Poland's starting 11 projected would be Szczesny, Bednarek, Kiwior, Gilik, Zukowski. I didn't even realise Szczesny was still playing. Where is Szczesny nowadays? Where is he playing? Szczesny, the old Arsenal keeper, eh? Szczesny. Where is he playing? I think he might be like in Poland. Is a Polish professional football plays the goalkeeper for... Oh, he plays for Juve. Oh, there you go. Juve. Actually, he's been there for quite a while. I think like 3 or 4 years, I think now. Midfield. What's that midfield? Zakowski, Krishwak, Bielik, and Zaruski. Robert says, Daz, why do I have a Lakers jersey on your photo? You're a Muppet. Zielinski, Lewandowski, and Szymanski. That, honestly, that game could be like a 1-1-2-2 kind of game. I think there's enough attack there. I think there's enough attack between the Mexican and Polish starting lineup. But I think that defensively, they definitely can concede. Szczesny is the best goalkeeper there, though. But then again, Ochoa has been a part of this Mexican team for like the last 4 World Cups. Ochoa is always the one, and people always say like, oh, we always see this one keeper but in the World Cups, but we never see him ever again. It's because he plays in the Mexican league. I think that it's very difficult for a lot of these Mexican players to be allowed to get these working visas and whatnot in Europe. So I don't think that Ochoa has ever... Actually, I'm going to Google this. Why has Ochoa never... always played in Mexico. Always played in Mexico. I think everyone has a soft spot for Mexico and World Cups. Guillermo Ochoa, here we go. Very few players remain relevant over time, especially if we're talking about decades in Mexico. Guillermo Ochoa is undoubtedly a legend. Where does Memo Ochoa play? That's not the person we're looking for here. Guillermo. Has the game started back up yet? No, it's still half-time, by the way. Guillermo Ochoa. Who's he play for? Does he play for Guadalajara? Or Liga MX Club? Oh, he's from Guadalajara. He was born in Guadalajara. Let's go, close enough. Plays for America. How old is he? He's 37. I would not put it completely past him to be playing at 41. I would not put it completely past Ochoa to be playing in that next World Cup. He doesn't look 37. He still looks like he's 30. We'll see how he goes in this next game, but he looks like he's still bloody 30s, but flash score update, you up it. Well, it's 0-0, so it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter, but it's still 0-0. So I'll click it to refresh it, but it is 0-0, man. There you go, bang. There you go. What a game. What a game. I'm off going to get up fresh and ready for Australia. Mate, you better be ready for Australia. You better be ready for our big game and we win and we slap them. You better be ready. If you're not, it'd just be disappointing because we're going to win by about 14 goals. And everyone's going to be like, oh, shit. That was the shit. I'm telling you, if we win, I'm jumping in the pool. I'll jump in the pool. It'll wake me up. If we score a goal, I'll do that. If we score 1 goal, I'll put my camera on my bed. I'll open the door and I'll jump in my pool. Jump in the river. I'll jump in the river. How about that? I may as well just do it. Fully clothed. At least his thoughts on Simon Kishar. Are you asking me in regards to this game? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean thoughts on? Are you asking me like how... Oh, Saudi Arabia dressing room. Yeah, that was going off. Robert says, I'm a Muppet, so the Titans fan. You are a Muppet, yes. You are a Muppet, yes. And that is coming from a Titans fan, yes. And this is yesterday's captain. Like, I think that they've been fine, but in the same sense, like, this game has been very cagey at 0-0. Second half is about to start here. If we score a goal, do a shoey with your coat. No, I'm going to jump in a pool. If we do it. No, I know who Simon Kishar is. I don't know, like, he's been... Like, there's nothing really been spectacular about this game so far, is what I would say. I would say so far, this game has been just pretty straightforward. Well, not straightforward, but just very... about bland. Right, okay, enjoy the losses. Okay, I'll just enjoy being a legitimate fan. This is the thing. People are always like, oh, your team's shit, why do you support them? It's like, by you even asking that question shows how shit of a fan you are. So it's like, you do, bro. You want to feel like you're a big man by saying, oh, your team's shit, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. I'm always here. I've always been here. I always support my team. And you can keep supporting a team that's probably successful because, it's a lot easier to do that. However, for me, I'm more loyal than you will ever be, if that's the case. Because if you have to ask the question of, enjoy the losses, you're obviously just showing that you wouldn't be in that situation if it was you on the other hand. So you're actually playing yourself by talking shit like this. So well done, Rob Wave. And jeez, that was close. Tunisia starting off the second half like they did in the first half. Rob Wave, I ain't the one you want the smoke with. So Brown says, if we win this World Cup, streak down the main street of Fiji naked. Singing down under. Mate, if we get to the World Cup final, I would be coming back to Australia for that, and I'd go to probably Fed Square. And I'd live stream from Fed Square. But Rod Wave said he's from Sydney. So let's go through the teams it could be. Roosters, easy. Sharks, won 6 years ago. Dragons, won 12 years ago. Panthers, 2 in a row. Parramatta, wank. There's no way he'd be a Parramatta fan talking shit. Tigers, there's no way he'd be a Tigers fan talking shit. Manly, especially right now, there's no way you'd be talking shit as a Manly fan. Being an anti-bloody homosexual club, a homophobic club. Who else would be there? Bulldogs. I guess they made 2 grand finals in the last 10 years. Rabbitohs since 2012, baby. Okay, you just look like a goose. Sachin Kelton says, bro, your team got kicked out of the comp. Nah, he's just being a troll. It's just being a troll. Obviously, some people just obviously like to get their rocks off by trolling your stream at 2 in the morning. It's just like, okay, man. So, 47 minutes gone here. Denmark with the ball coming out of the back line. I'd love this game to kick up a notch a little bit. Just, kick up a little bit of a notch here. Attacking-wise, this is a worrying game here for Australia, though. Maybe not so much against Denmark, but against Tunisia, because they've been very good defensively. Amelia says, my family is Danish, and I can hear them from downstairs being bloody lunatics at 1 in the morning. Yeah, I'd be disappointed if I was Danish right now. I'd be really disappointed with this game. They have not looked great. Look, Netherlands didn't look terrible for 85 minutes yesterday and ended up winning 2-0 against Senegal, which would be a similar level to this. I actually would nearly say that Tunisia and Senegal are probably very similar. So ATC probably weighs as much as Rodway too, just without the fame, sitting on his couch trolling on the stream at 1 a.m. He's here quite a bit. I don't understand why he wants to talk shit about a different sport at this time of the morning on a Wednesday. It's like, bro, just enjoy the football. Matthew Bryan says, hey, Blaze, off the stadium in the background doesn't look like 2 in the morning there. Mate, I'm just talking shit. I'm right here, right now in Doha. Go Doha. Actually, it is 2 in the morning. It's just like this part of the world, man. It's like Denmark, in Denmark, there's only certain times that there's night and certain times that there's day. Sometimes it's all day and all night. Well, welcome to the party, son. Now you learn today. Good defense there. Now you learn today. Doha, tell you that. This is a very... I don't know. I actually don't know how to call this game from here. 79% of votes for Denmark, though. Where's the draw respect for Tunisia? I cannot see a world where Tunisia... Well, I can't. There's a world, but I cannot see them scoring a goal to win this game 1-0. 50 minutes gone here. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new. We're here for every single game. James Bryan says, a stadium in the back gives me Amy Park vibes. I hate Amy Park. So we actually said this before. I would say it's a mixture of Combank, Amy Park, and North Queensland, but mainly Amy Park and Combank, a mixture. Tuffy's Spoken says, whoever finishes with more goals will probably win. Thanks, Tuffies. That really does help out our thought process. I don't know what we would do without that kind of comment. It's a great thought process, though. Denmark... Are they going to do... Oh, they're going to have a crack here, maybe? Oh, should have had a crack. Should have had a go. No one seems to be having a crack here in this World Cup. It's disappointing. Oh, should be cleared away here. Yep, that will be... Oh, no, it's still Denmark ball at the edge of the box. Oh, counter. Counter Tunisia. Counter Tunisia. Counter Tunisia. This is a brilliant counter. It might be 1-on-1. It might be 1-on-1. It might be 1-on-1. Get the ball on the inside. No! No, you... No, 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 no. Good defense from Denmark, but in the same sense, no. Look at that. The ball was played brilliantly there for Tunisia. Have a crack from there. You know, or like the pass was cut off pretty well there. I would have taken a shot. Because the pass was cut off pretty well. Oh, it's frustrating. Tunisia had a very good opportunity just then. Oh, have a crack. Outside the box. Whip it! Oh, that's going to be, I think, another corner. It is going to be a corner, yeah. Corner. Draga. Maybe, but Argentina scored more, but unfortunately all 600 were offside. All 600 were actually, in fact, offside. You are right. Actually, no, 599 of them were offside. 599 of them were offside. I actually don't know why. This is just muting on. This is what happens when it's 2:12 in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just this on and off and muting myself. David says, why don't they just score? It's a good question. I don't understand why they don't just score. And that's why, because their corners are terrible. I only hate Amy Park because my NRL team is literally incapable of winning a game there. Not even kidding. Titans aren't incapable of winning a game at Amy Park. I've seen it multiple times, actually. And inside. Oh, cleared away again. Oh, back on target. Have a shot. No, corner again. Corner. Just a lot of corners right now for Tunisia. They're playing well. They're playing some good football. Here, Tunisia. And if you're Australian/French, you'd be looking at this thinking, maybe this is a really big group. Maybe this is a group that has a lot of tough teams in it. Because Australia is obviously the best team in the world. And we never thought that Tunisia would be any good. But like I told you, they did well against England in 2018. And they're not terribly far away from the Middle East. That's why they got... Look how many fans are there. They are definitely Tunisian fans rather than Denmark fans. All the fans in the crowd, they look... I know they got red on, but I'm telling you, they definitely look more like Tunisian fans than Denmark fans. A lot of the lower teams are showing up in this World Cup. Yeah, why don't you go and tell Qatar that? Why don't you go and let Qatar in on that memo? Did you page them in? Did you CC them into the email session? You didn't CC in the Qataris? Tell you what. ZDT some World Cup favourites getting exposed early on. If I have to use Denmark as a World Cup favourite again, I'm going to cry. James Bright says, not the Titans, the Rabbitohs. The Titans, they're everyone's team, so you're actually lying to us. We've never won a game there in over 20 years, or however long the Storm have been playing there. I think they've always played Amy, haven't they? It was just the upper ground was the original... That's a pass back! Is that not a pass back to the keeper? Is that not a pass back to the keeper just now? I don't know about that. No one's talking about it. The commentary's not talking about it either, but he looked like he deliberately put his foot out there to get it to go straight back to his keeper. And if he touches that, then that would be a pass back, which means it should have been a free kick inside the box. I could be crazy. Sergeant Kelton says Qatar will shop next week when they give the ref a $1 million bag. Absolutely. I think they play Ecuador. Matthew O'Brien said you have the opinion that AJ must play 6 next year. No, I've got him in the centres. Because Kieran Foran is not a 7. Kieran Foran, again, is not a 7. For the people at the back, just making sure everyone at the back hears this. Kieran Foran is not a 7. Oh, Denmark in the box. He might be... Oh, there should be a goal. No, blocked away. It's a goal. It's a goal, Denmark. Oh, it's offside. Oh, no. Oh, Denmark offside. They scored the goal, but it will be called offside. And I think it's the right call here. It is. I think I said it. I think I said it live. I think I said it when it happened. I might be wrong. I might not have said it, but I definitely thought it. He was offside by about 3 meters too. I did see it straight away. I don't know if I said it or not, but I did see it. Well, at least I've seen the ball go in the back of the net. Arab fans, these games are literally the best vibe. Wish I was there. I definitely don't wish I was there, but I think that they've been good-ish. They've been fine. South Africa will never. This vibe is still. It's better than Russia. Russian vibe wasn't as fun. I wasn't a big fan of the Russian World Cup. South Africa will not be beaten anytime soon. Anyway, USA, Mexico. Oh, that Mexican vibe is gonna be insane. Insane. I don't care too much about going to the Canada ones, but USA and Mexico will be fantastic. I will tell you right now, if Australians got the World Cup, that would be a wild vibe. I don't think it'll be as wild actually as other countries, but South Africa never gets beaten. Because Africans just do it. They just do it. They just do it better. They're crazy, man. That should be a goal kick here for Tunisia. No. Keeps it in. Facts, Mexicans keep it loud all game. Mexicans at the Azteca. You got to remember, the Azteca's a very famous stadium, man. One, it's got like 130,000 capacity, but two, save! That is an incredible save. I can promise you right now, Matthew, that they did not get Foreign to put him off the bench. You really think that they're going to go into the season? Because Toby, I guarantee, is a 7. Love Tanner. I actually probably think Tanner deserves the first crack, but Toby's going to get the 7. I guarantee he gets the first crack. Even though I think Tanner probably should. They're both mates of mine, so it's hard for me to talk about this, but I have to. I don't think that they definitely did not sign Kieran Foran to put on the bench. Guel Jog says, damn right us Africans do it better. Damn right you do, Guel. Damn right. You're not good at the sport, but you at least you at least party good enough. I think Ghana have inquired about hosting a World Cup, but I don't think it'll happen. I don't know if Africa will be able to host another one anytime soon. Ooh, nice work here from Tunisia. Mate, give Tunisia a World Cup at this point. I think there was actually a couple of African countries that are asking for a World Cup. But there's no way that you don't give it to Australia/New Zealand at the moment. Australia and New Zealand will be a hectic World Cup. Because we have the facilities, we are a first world country. It would really benefit our game in Australia. Oh, man, can you imagine the amount of support that would grow for the A-League and just general football in this country? We have African players in non-African countries. But this argument is so null and void. And I'm not saying that towards you, just towards anyone who uses this argument. It's like when they say Tina Fasil Malawi, this is rugby league, but it's like when they say Tina Fasil Malawi is not Australian, he's Samoan. It's like he's got Samoan heritage, but he's Australian. And why do people believe that your Islander heritage is more important than where you're from? Right? People are always like, oh, why? Okay, if I've got Australian heritage or I've got Samoan heritage, why is Samoan more important? It makes no sense. And it's the same thing. It's like if I've got Nigerian heritage and I've grown up in Australia and born in Australia, why do people then think, oh, well, he's got Nigerian heritage, that makes it more important. He probably should play for Nigeria. You're just like, well, it makes no sense. That's not me having a go at you, but it's just that's the argument people have. They always say that the smaller nation or whatever, they just make out like it's more important. You're just like, it's just a bit wank. World Cup game at a massive stadium like the MCG would be insane. Not really. MCG would be a shit stadium to have it at. Allianz would be great. Suncorp would be fantastic. Combank would be great. Accor would be good because they've restructured that stadium now. MCG is not a good stadium for football. I've been to it to watch Man City versus Roma and Man City versus Real Madrid. I've been to a rugby league State of Origin game there. It's shit unless it's AFL. All cricket. AFL or cricket. But I would not want to go to a football game at the MCG. They will have it there, but the final would be at Accor. 60 minutes gone here, guys. 60 minutes gone. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I kind of get what you're saying, but I also stand by what I said, Guel. I'll reply to your comment in a second. Denmark whip it in! Oh, good defense, a weak corner. Guel says, no, you said we don't play it well. I'm saying there are a lot of African players who are good. I'm not saying they shouldn't play for those teams. I'm not necessarily responding to you by saying that. It's just a general consensus that would be a decent response for. But, there is African players who are good. There's good players in every country, realistically. Look at Mohamed Salah. Egypt is Africa, isn't it? Middle East is weird because some countries are Asia and some countries are Africa. I'm pretty certain Egypt is Africa. 29 minutes to go. Cleared away there by Tunisia. I'd bank quite a bit on Egypt being Africa. But like I said, half the Middle East is Africa and half the Middle East is Asia. So it is difficult. But yeah, Mohamed Salah's a good player. James Bryan says, no, FIFA World Cup final game in Oz would be for sure at Bluebet or Win Stadium. Maybe Redfern Oval. I can't believe I actually wasted my time reading that comment. I feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for myself that I wasted, and for you guys that I had to read that comment out. Alright, Tunisia maybe counter here. I think Tunisia would be very happy to slow this down and just wait it out and go for a 0-0. I think they'd be very happy because Tunisia will fancy themselves against Australia. Australians fancy us. We definitely fancy ourselves against Tunisia. And I would say that Tunisia have the same thought process. If they can do this against Denmark, they definitely would feel like that against... I reckon all 4 teams here fancy themselves. Maybe not to top the group, but at least to qualify. But if we were able to get a result out of France, that'd be such a big game on Saturday between Australia and Tunisia. Craig Martin says, I only lost about 500 brain cells listening to that comment. Yeah, only about 500. But at least you've still got 3 remaining. There's a positive to everything. You've got at least a couple remaining. It's not great, though. It's definitely not great at all. There isn't many great football players from my origin country. What country is your origin country, Guel? Sudan. Oh, Sudan. Who would be someone from... You have some Sudanese heritage players who play for Australia. I think Garang Kowal might be from Sudan. I think Garang Kowal actually is Sudanese, isn't he? I think Mohamed Toure is maybe not Ivory Coast. I'm not sure. Pretty certain... I don't know. I think we've got a couple of... No, maybe Nigerian or Sudan. I think we've got a couple of Sudanese boys because it's a large Sudanese population down there in Western Victoria. If there was ever a World Cup game in general at Bluebet Win Stadium, I would stop following football and start becoming a ballet dancer. Garang is born in Egypt, not sure his heritage. I reckon he is. He might be born in Egypt, but he's definitely not Egyptian in the sense that we're talking about. Garang Kowal. Rodwave, brother. Read the room, bro. Jay. Yeah, good call. Good call. Garang Kowal, he's born in Egypt. So there's going to be a substitution here. Garang Kowal heritage. It's like, people don't understand it. It's like at 2:30 in the morning, we're not talking about rugby league. And also, you're not getting the response you want. Garang Kowal, he was South Sudanese parents, yeah. He was Sudanese. So, South Sudan, not Sudan, but I don't want to say close enough without being offensive, but I guess it is close enough. It's still Sudan. Just separated by... Deng, I'm pretty certain Deng is Sudan. Yeah, I'm pretty certain he's 100% Sudan. South Sudan and Sudan split because of the civil war, isn't it? I was watching a video actually the other day about South Sudan, which was done by the Indigo Traveller. He has some really good videos on YouTube where he travels. He went to Haiti, which was fantastic, North Korea, South Sudan. Geez, it just makes you really understand the world a lot more. I always tell people, unless you travel, you don't understand the world. And videos like his really do make you appreciate the life that you have, because there is some really tough living conditions in those countries. Haiti safety, and South Sudan's safety as well, but just, man, the living conditions is wild. If there's a recommendation for a YouTube channel on YouTube, it would be Indigo Traveller. Alright, still 25 minutes to go here though. Denmark just playing around the ball at the back. Super overrated, man. Truly. I think the next game starts at 4 a.m, which will be 3 a.m. New South Wales, 2 a.m. Queensland. Jay, you going to stay up for your Australia game? I would assume probably not, because that would be a really late one for you. Because Australia-France will be at your time at 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah, I think it's 10:30 your time, so you're 4 hours behind me. So that would be 6:53 a.m. Yeah. I have South Sudan heritage. I just wanted to say Sudan as a whole to make it easier to find players. I don't think there is many from Sudan. Yeah, you're soft, Jay. All right, it's going to be a substitution here for Slimane of Tunisia. And Slitty comes on. Tunley says, are you slipping off this match? I think I'll try and do poll. I'll see how many people turn off a poll in Mexico. If we've got 5 people or 7 people, it's not that I don't. It's not about viewers, but it's just about I need the chat to be quite frequent, especially at that time in the morning where I'll be dozing off a bit. It's very difficult to do a stream at 4 or 5 in the morning where there's no one there, because it's not about the viewership. I really couldn't care less about how many viewers are here. What I do care about is that the chat is always flowing. And if there's less than 10 people, usually are just sitting back kind of watching and enjoying, which is fine. But it's just very hard to keep that stream going at that point. If it's 5 p.m, 6 p.m, 7 p.m, I couldn't care less, because I'm awake and just raring and rocking and rolling. So it depends. I'll start the stream up. It'll just, we'll see how we go. But I want to stream Mexico, Poland. I don't want to risk going to sleep, because if I risk going to sleep and miss out on that France-Australia game, I would scream. Or opportunity, Tunisia. No, save. Save. "22 minutes left. As an Australian, I really don't know if I want a goal here. I really don't know if I want a winner or I want a draw. It's not easy. I think that maybe we probably would want Denmark. That's an unbelievable save. That is an unbelievable save there from the Tunisian goalkeeper. I thought Eriksen had a goal there. Oh, that's great. Man, that's a strong right hand, that. Yeah, the keepers today have been incredible. That is a one-handed, strong right arm save. Oh. Hey, he's kissing him on the head. Hey. Jail time. Bro, sorry, man, we'll talk again. It's not about not talking, bro. It's just about reading the room. You know, we're watching football right now. We're not here at 2:30 in the morning wanting to, talk shit about the Titans and Tigers. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Australian footballing stadiums and... Oh! How has that not gone in? And Tunisia away. How's that not gone in? How has Denmark not taken the lead there? That is absolutely insane. I thought there was 100% guarantee that header was going to get put in the back post. Bro, he's lucky he didn't hit his head on the post. I don't think he knew where he was. That's crazy how he completely missed that ball, let alone, if he could have hit the post. Yeah, both the goalkeepers tonight have turned up. I wouldn't say necessarily that Tunisia have been too good in front of goal to make the goalkeeper really display anything. for Denmark. Oh, that's a good ball, though. That's a good ball here. Maybe a chance right now. Maybe a chance right now, though. Maybe a chance right now here for Tunisia. And that will be... Might be a handball. There is big appeals here for handball. They'll check the VAR. Oh, boy. This is huge here if this is handball. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh. It does hit his hand. It does hit his hand. It's not intentional. This is close, though. It does hit his hand here. I don't... I think it's okay, though. I don't think it should be a penalty. But technically it does touch his arm, but I don't think that's a penalty. It is inconsistent, though, because... yeah, a different game, a different referee will look at that. I agree with the commentary. It is inconsistent. It is. It is inconsistent. All right, so let's see. We've been in with the corner. Oh, no one was there. Oh, my God. That would have been an open... Like, if there was a... Man, that would have been an open shot from right in front. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. Well, that big Matty Ryan will come tonight. Is he playing or is he injured? Yeah. I'm pretty okay with it not being a penalty. I am okay with it not being a penalty. It does hit his arm though. It's always the World Cup keepers that shine. I remember that Mexican keeper from, I think, 2014, I forgot his name, but it was crazy. It's Ochoa. Guillermo Ochoa. He's there this year too. He's been at the last 4 World Cups in Mexico. He plays for MX America. Oh, man, how does he miss that header for Denmark, though? Andreas Christensen. Oh, he does actually get his head onto it, but it hits the post. Yeah, he probably could tap that in with his right foot, to be honest with you. Oh, good ball for Tunisia. And there'll be a throw-in here for Denmark. Well, Jock says we want Tunisia or Denmark win because if we lose to France tomorrow, we'll be last on points. It's today. But I would disagree. A draw means that if we beat Tunisia and France then go on to beat Denmark, then we're second anyway. I would say we'd rather a draw. Or, ball, Tunisia. Oh, a little bit too hard. I disagree. I think that we'd rather a draw here. Like, yes, we'd be last on points, but in the same sense, I fancy us against the Tunisians. Even though they've played well today, I think Denmark is just overrated. I do. I've been saying it for a long time, though. Trey says, I'm not sure why we start Maguire over Ben White. Not sure why anyone starts Maguire over anyone. I reckon, Trey, we should get you into the English team over Harry Maguire. I reckon that's what we should do. Then again, Harry Maguire was not bad yesterday. He made a mistake at one stage for a goal, the first goal for a rerun. But besides that, I don't think he was bad overall. Nearly scored a couple of goals, too. Wow. Okay, so Denmark beat the French home and away. Wow. In the European League, Nations League. Oh, Denmark, what are they doing? Opportunity here for Tunisia. Just outside the edge of the box. They're going to whip it in. Oh, bad pass. Bad pass. Santa says Harry turns up for the Poms, but not the shit United jersey. I don't even necessarily think he 100% turned up for the Poms either. I just think he was fine. Ben White's been really good for the Gunners this season. I don't think that Harry Maguire can necessarily be dropped, though. But Harry doesn't play. He's not still... Who's the captain? Harry Kane's the captain. Isn't he? Oh! Harry Kane's the captain, isn't he? Anyone could be better than Harry Maguire. Maguire is just so inept. He's inept of IQ, is what I would say. He was good at Leicester, but 15 minutes to go here. 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go. I can't believe that it's still about 6-7 hours before we can go to bed. Oh, chance in Denmark. The game has livened up in this last 5-10 minutes, I would say. Oh! No. Missed shot. It would be a goal. If I'm Tunisia, although I believe we can score, I would probably, I would just wait for this 0-0. Because you fancy yourselves to be able to beat Australia. And if you can do it against Denmark, you could fancy yourselves against the French. Jeez, they need to be careful with their goalkeeper bullshit just then, though. Oh, this is good play. No, Denmark had the ball anyway. Oh, jeez, they're lucky they didn't steal that. Oh, Denmark can have a crack here, Outside the edge of the box. Say's goalie won play of the match, of course. Who do you reckon will be playing the match of this game? Potentially the Tunisian goalkeeper. Oh, I know. Stoppage time in this World Cup is ridiculous, Tunley. Yeah, ridiculous. The first game, the England-Iran game, was the worst. It had 14 minutes at the end of the first half and then 10 minutes at the end of the second half. 24 added minutes is just stupid. Usually 5 minutes is a long time. Now, I think the shortest amount of added time has been 4 minutes, and that was in the last game. Oh, that Jay? Oh, that one there? I always get fidgety. That's why. Oh, that's a good play. That's a good play. Tunisia here. Tunisia can break. No, that's a free kick. That should be a yellow card too for breaking down the play. It's not going to break, mate. Never going to break. Here's a yellow card for breaking down the play. See, you spoke about breaking. They broke down the play. Yellow card. That's your fault. It's your fault. Don't pretend it isn't. Matthias Jensen with the yellow card. What's the commentary talking about here? Tunisia in the box. No one's there, though. No one's there. Oh, my God. Denmark actually have plenty of players forward. I'd take him down there. Absolutely. You could make an argument there should be a yellow card there for the Tunisian player too, but that had to be made, that tackle. 12 minutes left here. 12 minutes left. And don't forget, the next game will be Poland versus Mexico, and then we have France versus Australia. That will be my team. Some will be going crazy. Alright, so this player about to come on here is apparently an ex-wank from Ragville, Man United. Who is the United fan that was here before that wanted me to stream Premier League games again? I just want to insult your Man United team one more time. How's your club legend Ronaldo going? It's funny how that situation can make Ronaldo even likeable to City and Liverpool fans. Alright, so Tunisia making a substitution here. Man, this is such a big moment here for Tunisia if they can get a draw here. Such a big moment. Can you hear, Jay, when I click that button, can you hear a change? Like, can you hear it? Or is it just, obviously it just mutes, but can you hear like a click or anything like that? Msakni and Jabali come off. Jabali's been good today. I actually think Jabali's been pretty good. Mejbri and Kanisi have come on. I think Jabali could be a potential player of the match, or you could be looking at the goalkeeper. And I would say it would be the Tunisian goalkeeper, which is Ayman Damen. Eamon is the man. Eamon is the man. His name makes sense. I hear it over... Okay. No, but like seriously, can you actually hear like a click or anything like that? Like if I did this. Bang, take that. 10 minutes to go, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. The love in Tunisian players shows that whenever the goalie saved the goal shot, everyone just gives him hugs and kisses. Yeah, they should all be in jail, mate. They're in Qatar. This is a bit hypocritical. They should all be in jail. Only slightly. Good. Should be in jail. Can you... This is the thing with this World Cup, right? You imagine going to this World Cup and you meet the sexiest Brazilian lady. You know, you meet the sexiest Brazilian lady at a game. And, you know, the World Cup's all about having fun, you know, going crazy, but you are not allowed to have sex with this person. Yeah, it's literally illegal. You can go to jail for 10 plus years if you have sex with this woman. Oh, what a horrible, horrible World Cup. What a horrible time to be alive. Like, I know people have forgotten about all that kind of stuff for the time being, but... Oh, dear me. If you get caught... So the thing is, Ed, though, is that most people in the country are very much supportive of the laws. So the cameras inside your hotel rooms is very highly chance, and you can't do it in public. So otherwise you will, otherwise that will be the last time you breathe. It won't be just 10 years in jail if you're doing it in public with a person you're not married with. Like you can, if you came to the World Cup with your married partner, you're allowed to have sex with her, right? I'm pretty certain that's the case. I'm pretty certain you're allowed to have sex with your married partner, yes? I'm actually not sure. Well, then go to Las Vegas. And Focus is, of course, oh shit, I don't know, man. What you think? What you think of me, man? You think I'm like a Qatari or something? I don't know. Oh, they're going to whack that ball down. Just go to Las Vegas, get a nice little quickie marriage certificate there with the Brazilian, come back. Bang, done. Easy days. Mona Afu says, what happened to Argentina? I know, crazy, huh? Crazy. Biggest World Cup upset of all time. But I will say that Saudi Arabia played well. There is a short review. So, Mona, if you don't know, I do the short reviews after every single game. So if you want my thoughts about that, Denmark here, outside the edge of the box. I thought he called penalty there for a second, but he's actually called that as a goal kick. Yeah, I did a short review of the game. Between Argentina and Saudi Arabia. It was a very good game. Very fun game to watch, actually. Probably the game of the World Cup. It might actually end up being the game of the World Cup, in regards to shock anyway. Unless Australia beat France 17-0. Yeah, he was outside the field of play. It was definitely not a penalty. He was outside the field of play. The ball had already gone out. Like, there was nowhere close to penalty, actually. Nowhere close. Also, Jay, there's a reason why I clicked this. Alright, so they're going to whack this ball away here. Is anybody staying up for the Poland versus Mexico game? Or am I just going to be sitting by myself? Because I know we're going to have a big viewership for the Australia versus France game, but I don't know about Poland versus Mexico. Goal kick to the Denmark. Caught the eye of Birmingham, this Tunisian player. Alright. How's Birmingham doing? How's Birmingham doing in the championship right now? But no, Argentina, Muppet Man. English League Championship. Their last game, they lost 2-1 at Sunderland. Not great. Birmingham are 13th. Sunderland are 15th. Sunderland aren't actually too far away from potentially getting promoted to the Premier League again. Wowee. Ed Ferguson might watch the next match till the first half. Well, that's... that doesn't really make a great deal of sense there, Ed. Till the first half. So you're going to watch the first 15 minutes of my stream before the game starts, and then you're going to go to sleep. Well, tell me to sleep for the Australia game. Alright, I can't wait to have one viewer. I'm just going to stream it. I may as well. I don't want to risk going to sleep and not waking up for the big game. Like for you guys, it's different. Like if you guys do it, you guys can wake up and watch it later if you really wanted to on a replay. You really take the risk of having the result ruined for you though. But for me, it's like I have to stream it. So if I sleep, then I miss out big time. Especially when Australia puts 17 past France and we win 17-0 and everyone's like, well, shit, that was crazy. Taha Yassine Kenisi goes with a yellow card here for Tunisia. Tunisia. Is it Tunisia or is it Tunisia? Tunisia or Tunisia? I think it's Tunisia. But it could easily be Tunisia. I don't know. I would make an assumption of Tunisia. Tunisia. Now I think the commentary's been back and forth with the naming of it all night. All right, chance here. Here we go. Chance here. No, that will be still chance of Tunisia. Yes, the commentary just said Tunisia, but they'll say Tunisia any moment now too. 4 minutes left here of the game, guys. 4 minutes left. Hold out for the draw, Tunisia. Hold out for the draw. I fancy us beating them. I think we've got better attack. It's just our defense that has got to hold up. No, sorry. I think it's our attack that has to break down their very good defense. Tunisia. See, told you. Told ya. Look at me go. I'm flying, mate. I'm flying. Your mate's back. All right, 2 substitutions coming up here for Tunisia. Tunisia. All right, 3 minutes left here. Hold it out for the draw. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hold up for the draw. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. This is a great result for Australia, guys. This is a great result for Australia. Draga and Laiduni comes off. This is a great result for Australia. Please don't let anybody win the game. Because when Australia beats France, we're going top, baby. We're going números unos. Numero uno. No, Jay, there's no extra time. Well, there'll be added time, but there'll be about 43 minutes of added time at this World Cup for this game. But there's no actual extra time in the sense that what you're talking about, no. Extra time is only for games that are knockouts. Group stages are normal. It's like rugby league. It's like every sport in the group stages. I don't know if there would have been extra time rugby league World Cup. We don't know because there was no ties. I'm not too sure. But in football, no. Round of 16 is when those extra times start happening, if necessary. And you do see a lot of extra times and penalties in round 16's quarterfinals and whatnot because they are so impactful. And England always lose penalties. Hey, look at the Euros, for example. I think England won their first penalties at a World Cup in a long time, actually in the last one. Bessed Marvel says no extra time because they're groups. Yeah. Now, I was saying in regards to other sports. Yes, yeah. Group stage, but round of 16 onwards is extra time. Oh, Tunisia just touched on the box. Unfortunately, got tripped up there. 1 minute to go here of regulation. I think I meant injury time. There will be injury time, yeah. There will be about 94 minutes of injury time because at this 2022 World Cup, we've had, I think, a collective 32 hours of injury time. Amari Lowell says, we finished smoke on that England pack. Who's we? You talking about Australia? If you're talking about Australia, we don't play him. Or who's... Oh, unless you're talking about USA, maybe. You might be talking about the Americans. Actually, yeah, you do. England play America on Saturday, don't they? Or Sunday. No, Monday. No, shit, Friday. I don't know. But 90 minutes gone here. What's the extra... how many added minutes we're going to get here? Bested Marvel says, you are great. Appreciate it, man. We're here for every single game. Always says, good game, mate. It's a good game for Australia. It's a very good game for Australia, that's for sure. I'm going to say maybe there is 5 minutes. Okay, that's this. It's not the shortest, but this is probably the shortest amount of added minutes in a game so far this World Cup. We had 4 minutes in the first half and 5 minutes in the second half, so 9 minutes is still a long time for a full game, but overall, it is what it is. Omari, what did you think of that American game this morning? I thought that America played pretty well for the first half, but just, I don't know what happened in the second half. Late corner here. Denmark cleared away. No, sorry, Denmark with the ball, and now Tunisia cleared away. It's a good game for Oz because a draw, although we will go last with a loss, if we lose to France, that is. But if we were to win, first of all, it's perfect because that means that we're 2 points above everybody else, let alone 3 points above France, yeah? But if we were to... Firstly, okay, let's go back again. So if Denmark and Tunisia draw here, they're on 1. I fancy us to beat Tunisia, right? So regardless of the result against France, effectively, I believe that we would then go above... so if we say we lose to France, they go 3... I think they beat Denmark with a performance like this. So that would be then, they'd be on 6. If we were then to beat Tunisia, we'd be on 3, they'd be on 1, which means we'd be in second. Denmark and Tunisia would be equal third. And then we go into the game against Denmark as the last game of the tournament. If they play like this, I fancy it. And we drew 1-1 with them last time, and all we would need is a draw. And we usually, games that mean something, we usually do quite well in. Look at Serbia versus Australia back in 2010. Denmark, he outside the edge of the box. Oh, that's going to be a... Oh, it'll be a corner there. Unlucky. Good try, though, for the keeper, though. Omari Llewellyn says, I'm going to be honest, I ain't a shit about football. I thought you were English. No, I'm Australian, mate. I'm Australian. Everyone said, if this is a draw game, will they decide POTM? Play the match. I think that play of the match will be the Tunisian goalkeeper. So Ericsson corner here, 3 minutes left of added time. Cleared away from Tunisia. Appeals, there's no handball there. I know shit about football. At least you're being honest, man. Alright. 2.5 minutes to go. Oh! That's a save, son. This keeper's been ridiculous today. That keeper has been dumb man. He has been demand. Yes, I know, Joe. Demand with the save, and they try to go with the follow-up there, and Ericsson with another corner now. Tunisia on the back foot massively, but they've only got 2 minutes to hold out here. Two minutes to hold out here. Wait a second. Is it check possible penalty? Oh, no. Oh, no. There might be a penalty for Denmark. Thought it was only Argentina versus Portugal until like 3 days ago. What do you mean? There might be a penalty here for Denmark. No, but wait. There's no penalty shootout until round of 16 onwards. There is a potential penalty here for Denmark. Wait, no, is this a penalty potentially for Tunisia? There is a player being taken out to the left-hand side. It is no penalty. No penalty. Yeah, the expectation if the referee goes to the VAR box, normally it's going to be a decision as a penalty, but he said no. Wow, Tunisia very lucky there. Very, very lucky. In another game, I reckon that's a penalty. There for Denmark. I think that's rough. I can understand why he hasn't given that as a penalty, but in another game, I wouldn't be surprised if they called that as a penalty. But they'll say no penalty. They were looking for a handball. Yeah, they said that was a handball from Tunisia, but and it was a handball. There was a hand there, but like the one that we saw in that before, I think for Tunisia actually on the other side, they said that it wasn't enough contact. Like it didn't have any impact realistically. I thought the World Cup was Portugal versus Argentina only because Speed's song he made football sort of relevant. Well, No, speed did not make football relevant. He maybe made it relevant in America, but football is the biggest sport in the world, man. But yeah, I've heard Speed's song. It's actually quite a good song. It's quite a tune. All right, can Tunisia get something done here? Last second. That's still in. No, it's gone out. Hit his chest. It hit his chest, but also hit his hand. It came up onto his hand, but it wasn't anything serious. That's why they said no penalty. Made football sort of relevant. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you were here. Sorry, but I didn't see you say the word here. Yeah. Yeah, I know you just commented that. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said in general. I was like, dear me. Oh, chance for Denmark. No, it's going to be corner. This might be the last opportunity of the game. 6 out of minutes. Like, come on, man. Like, referees in this World Cup don't know how to, call it at the time it necessarily needs to be called. 5 minutes added on, and we've gone 6 minutes. Like, come on, man. Oh, wait, there was the VAR moment. Makes sense. Tunisia, they need to hold out here. Tunisia goalie is called Cucumber. He's been very good today. He's their man of the match for sure. Eriksson whips it in. Up there from Denmark. Easy days from Daman. Here's Daman, baby. I would assume this is it. As soon as they just kick it. No, ain't that slow. Well, I just didn't set the here. Don't forget, guys, I will be showing Poland versus Mexico in 45 minutes' time. And then my team, Australia, taking on France. Oh, Tunisia. Oh, no. They call offside. So in 45 minutes' time, we'll be showing Poland versus Mexico. And then 45 minutes after that game finishes, my team, Australia, will be taking on France in a massive, massive game, which is this group as well. But Schmeichel kicks it away. They have not called time yet. They still haven't called time. Free kick to Tunisia. Poland-Mexico competition. I might go Poland 2-1, but it could be 2-2. I think they've both got attacking players. Having Lozano for Mexico, Robert Lewandowski for Poland. But overall, I think that they could quite equal each other out, yeah. Watchalong, it should be time by now. It should have been time 3 minutes ago. But the VAR decision is what's added on a few bit more here. And there we go. Game over, guys. And Tunisia have been fantastic to hold out for a draw. Everyone thought Denmark favourite for the World Cup. We've had 2 surprise results here today. One, obviously, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina. And now Tunisia drawing with the Danish. That is a fantastic result for them. Not so much for Denmark, though. Now, that makes this game later on today even more important because whoever wins it will go to the top of the pool of the group by 2 clear points and will be 3 points over the loser of that game. If they draw, geez, this is a hard pool to read. But overall, good game there. Tunisia, well done. Denmark, very flat, very underwhelming. I will do a short review of that game right now and post it up onto the channel. But for the time being, guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. And I will see you guys in literally about 45 minutes time for, it is a good result for Oz, Riley Cafford. It is definitely a good result for Oz, especially if we can get the job done against France in a couple of hours' time. But like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys in 45 minutes for Poland versus Mexico. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.